Mr. Ryan, right?
Maybe we are.
You too recently opened a bank at Daddy's, right?
Yes.
I keep your balance in a spreadsheet, right? So I will have this date and what else? Date, adjustment, and the balance, right? So for example, some date and you deposit £100 and your balance will be 100. And as I promised you, I will give you the interest every month. Am I right? Yeah? So 3%, remember? Or 4%, yeah? If you promise that it's a fixed, you're not withdrawing any money from the bank, from Daddy's for the next 30 days, then the interest rate will be 4%, right? So after a month, how much money you get? So how do you calculate? 100. The balance? 4%. That's the interest for a year, right? For a year. Divided by 12 months, right? So after 30 days, you'll get this as an interest. Have you thought about what happened the next 30 days? What happened the next 30 days?
You get the.
So look, this is the interest you are going to earn in 30 days, right? So I don't know what number is it, A, okay? So in the next 30 days, this interest will be part of your principal, right? We call it principal. At the beginning, your principal is 100. So your next 30 days will be 100 plus A, right? This is your principal, yeah? And then times the interest rate for 30 days, 4% divided by 12, right? Okay? Yeah? So what does it mean? It means that the interest you earn become the principal, okay? Yeah. So have you thought about if I give you the interest like every 6 months, every 2 months, every week, or every day, which one is better?
Every day.
You have this gut feeling, right?
I go for every month.
Every month.
I'll go for every day.
Every day. Okay, so let's make it simplified.
Hello, Pyro.
Suppose you put £1 on Daddy's. £1, right? That's your money.
It's
Put it
not
there.
worth it.
Yeah, £1. And I promise you 100% interest rate. 100%. Meaning that if I calculate your interest once a year in 12 months, what do you get? So look, this is your principal. Once yearly. So how much money you get? 100%.
1.
Yeah, so 1 plus 1, that's 2. That's your principal, that's your interest rate. But we calculate it once a year, so you got 2. How about every 6 months? Every 6 months. 1 plus, so how do we calculate every 6 months? In 6 months.
0.5.
In 6 months, so you have 100%, right? 100% divided by 2. Because every 6 months, it means that there are two periods in a year, right? Look, right? To the power of 2.
Yeah.
This is the total money you will get in a year if we split the period into 2 every 6 months.
Yeah, but why do you need a squared?
That's a good question. How do we get this? Okay, so look here. This is 6 months. This 6 months. This is a year, right? This is at the beginning, the first month. Right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. You understand this part, right? This is easy, right? Why is that? Look, it's 1 plus 100% divided by 1. There's only 1 period, right? Makes sense, yes? 6 months. 1 plus 100% divided by 100%. You're not getting 100% in 6 months. You're getting half of the 100%, all right?
50%.
Yeah, so you divide it by 2. This is the total money you will get in 6 months, right? But in the 6 months, as I said, this whole thing becomes the principal again. Right? What do you get here? Look, this one in 6 months, so it's times 100% divided by 2. Right? 100% divided by 2, but also
Isn't it plus?
1 plus times 1 plus.
But why times?
Good question. Look, this is the principal. Yeah? So basically the interest rate is P times I. 1 plus I. Okay? 1 plus I. Interest rate. That's your principal. 1 plus I. This is the total number of money you get. Alright? So this is the P. P times 1 plus I. This is interest rate. Right? Interest rate 100%. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
This is the total number of money you get. Amount equals P times 1 plus I. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
P is the principal, the money you have got now. The money you put it in the bank. 1 plus I. I is the interest rate. Now I equals 100%. Okay? So why this is every 6 months? So it's look at 6 months we get 1 plus 100% divided by 2. So that becomes the new principal. That's P. And then you times and the second half. Because the interest rate you earn from the month 7 to month 12, this bit, this is on P, which equals 1 plus 100% divided by 2, right? This P here is just 1.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes. I'm trying.
Okay, so how about if I keep splitting? If I calculate the interest, so every season is every 4 seasons. So actually this is divided by 4, and 12, and then here is 12. So do you notice the pattern?
Yeah, 2, 2, 4, 4, 12.
So it actually means that is 1 plus 100% divided by n, and if n equals 2, it means that the whole year you divide into 2. If n equals 4, you divide into 4. If n equals 12, you divide by 12. If n equals 365, we calculate the interest every day, right?
Yes.
And then if 365 times 24, every hour times 60, every minute times 60, every second.
No. How about every millisecond?
Okay, then you keep timing. So n, you can increase that. So what's the value? So the thing is that you said every day is better than every month, right?
Yeah, because I get more money. Money.
So look, we can define a Python function to do it, right? So very simple. Define
Money.
f. So we just have to pass the n here, right? So return 1 plus 1 divided by n to the power of n, right? To the power n. To the power n. We talk about that. Right? Double star means to the power, or we use the power function. Right? Power function x to the power n. Yeah? So if we calculate that, so what do we have? 1, 2, 4, 6, 12, 365, 365 times 24, 365 times 24 times 60, and then 365 times 24 times 60 times 60. So what do we have with these values? N equals 1. A, right?
Yes.
That's 2. Yeah, is it increasing? 52 weeks. 2.692. 2.714. 2.718. 2.7182. Okay? So what have you noticed here from these values here? I just recalculated these values using this function. It's increasing, right? But it has a limit, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Even I calculate the interest every second, it's still not going to infinity, right? Because based on this function, yeah, 1 plus 1 divided by n to the power of n. This function has a limit. So look, 2.718. This value converge to this 2.718 to a something. Okay? This number irrational. There are unlimited numbers of digits behind this number. It's like pi. You know pi?
Yeah.
The circle, yeah, pi. So irrational number. You know the irrational number? Irrational. So this is the mathematical constant, a magic number. We call it E. Okay?
E.
This is the most important thing to take away today. E. Okay? Yeah?
E is counting how many zeros, right?
Now E is the nature natural constant E, okay? Okay? Okay. So what does it mean? Look, so limit when n approaches infinity, alright? So we want to calculate this infinity. 1 plus, where do you copy the numbers from? This is not E. This is not E. E is this one. Look, E is this one. How much is E? This is E. Okay? Look, 1 plus 1 divided by n to the power of n. Okay? So the most important thing to take away here, look, this one, do you understand this? When n approaches infinity, look, you understand this, yeah? This is infinity, yeah? Infinity. What does this infinity mean?
It means carry going on.
Yeah, when n approaches infinity, this value, 1 plus 1 divided by n to the power of n. What is this value?
E.
E.
That's what I just said.
E, okay? Be loud. Okay? So what's E?
E is that number.
But this never ends, yeah? This never ends. This goes repeat and repeat and never ends. It's like pi. What's pi? What's the value of pi? 3.
3.14159.
And?
2, 3.
Okay, this is not the numbers I can remember, okay? Yeah, remember I put these on the fridge. Yeah? But it never ends, okay? It never ends. Okay? Pi and E, those are very special mathematical constant, never end, irrational number. Right? Irrational number. It's not like the whole, like 1, 2, 0.5. Okay? The n, this is the number of the interest payout, right? So 1 is that you pay out the interest in 1 year. 2 is the pay out twice interest. 4 is pay out 4 interest. 6 interest. 12 interest, right? So this is monthly. This every 2 months. This is every 3 months, every 6 months, every 12 months. We increase the number of payouts. 365 means that we calculate the interest every day. And then the A, this is the number of money we can get in 1 year. Is it better to calculate the interest rate daily or
Daily.
monthly?
N is how much
Yeah.
money you pay interest.
So the one at the bottom is daily.
This one is every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, every 6 months,
Every year.
every year. Look, 1, 2. Yeah, remember, you got one pound. The interest rate is 100%. In 12 months, in a year, you got 2 pounds. Right? 1 is interest rate. If we split it into 2, you get 2.25. N goes larger, the number of money gets larger, but there's a limit. It's not infinity. Right? That's what it is here. So when n approaches infinity, here, look, this n approaches infinity. Here, you're not getting infinity money. You're only getting the E. You convert to E, which is this number of money. So it means that you have $1, the interest rate is 100%. The maximum you can get from the bank is this number, E, okay? 2.718. You only have to remember these 3 digits.
2.718.
Yeah, this is the number you need to
Why?
remember. No,
What about
just
the rest?
we don't care. Okay.
2.718281778468999.
Yeah, and then look Python script. Yeah, 1 plus 1 divided by n times n. This is to the power. Okay.
So we learned about we have the bank and so we do the interest and we figuring daily we're doing daily second minute monthly every 2 months every 3 months,
Yeah.
Every 6 months, and every year, and so the result is like it's easier to calculate every year because like every second you because the bottommost has more numbers to it.
A equals P times 1 plus I. What's P?
Principal
Yeah. So after a month, what happened to P?
increase.
P increases. After 30 days, the P includes the interest you earned on the first month. Alright? Yeah? So that's why the more of N, the more of the A. Because P increases. Make sense? Okay, that's it for today. Bye bye.